The first family is vacationing this week on Martha's Vineyard. It is not the Obama's first time on the island, but this trip is creating a bit more of a stir. Major Garrett is traveling with the president. He is in Edgartown, Massachusetts. Major, good morning.
Well, good morning, Nora and Charlie. The president now favors more transparency when it comes to domestic counterterrorism surveillance. Well, after arriving here in Martha's Vineyard, there was a bit more visibility of something else. The president's golf game wasn't very pretty. Now, look, this is an island vacation getaway. It would never turn down a presidential vacation. Even so, this year's trip has brought some added annoyances. Transparency is not always kind to presidential golf. Mr. Obama ran the one approach shot reporters were allowed to witness well past the hole. His first putt missed, provoking a prolonged grimace any weekend hacker, that's a golf term too, could appreciate. Two more putts, some ribbing on the green, and off to the second hole of the day. This is Mr. Obama's fourth presidential vacation on Martha's Vineyard, but for the first time, the first family is staying down this road, known as Snail Road, which is very close to South Road, prompting the Secret Service to close sections of a main drag for tourists and islanders heading to secluded beaches.
This new home that they're renting this year creates a little bit of road closure, which will be a minor inconvenience.
At the town hall in nearby Chilmark, residents were directed to contact the White House if they were aggrieved, such a New England word, by the road closures. Nelson Siegelman is editor of the Martha's Vineyard Times and knows all about local grousing about disruptive tourists.
One of our favorite activities on the island this summer is to complain about summer visitors. Instead of complaining about someone with New York plates, you can complain about the president now.
This is not, to put it mildly, a typical American vacation destination. Visitors can spend upwards of $40,000 a week on a beach house, and nightly stays range from $300 to $750. One of the first family's favorite island restaurants, Sweet Life Cafe, has thrived on the publicity. The cafe manager takes the presidential attention and the revenue it brings in stride.
The economy of the island is a tourist economy. Locals are complaining, sometimes they don't like congested roads, but tourists congest the roads and we need them. We like people coming and visiting.
In previous years, the first family stayed at a much more remote compound called Blue Heron Farm. No traffic jams associated with that. But that was recently purchased by a British lord, and he's not renting it to anyone, not even the President of the United States. True to form, the Obamas dined last night at Sweet Life Cafe, and on the off chance anyone's curious, no traffic jams were reported. Charlie and Nora.
And Major, Charlie and I were looking at the picture this morning of the president golfing, because it is so rare to get a picture of the president, right?
With that body language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that body language is pretty typical, I'm told, of the president's golf game, but it is rare to see him. We saw him a little bit in May of this year, June 2011, but very infrequently does the White House give the traveling press corps access to the president's golf game. But after calling for transparency on something as big as counterterrorism surveillance, perhaps the White House thought it was good to pull the curtain back on the president's golf game, even if he might not have preferred the visibility that his golf game brought.
Major, we do not want to be hard on people's golf game.
Let's just say, though, the president didn't duffed it, you know, like Duffner.
Is this hard duty for you, Major?
I'll take it. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Major.